Welcome to NeoNeuron, where hidden psychology becomes visible. Think about your closest friend. Now imagine swapping their brain for one that's 50 IQ points higher, or 50 lower. Would you still end up best friends? There's an actual psychological theory that says yes and no. The number it gives is oddly specific. Imagine two conversations. In one, you're constantly explaining every joke, repeating every idea, waiting for the other person to catch up. In the other, they're already answering before you've even finished your sentence. One conversation feels slow, the other feels intimidating, but neither one feels effortless. Could that be why some friendships feel effortless, while others feel like work? Turns out, yes. Researchers who tracked best friend pairs found their IQ scores lined up far more than random chance would predict. Not identical, just compatible. In other words, your brain may already be filtering for people who think at a similar level, without either of you ever realizing it. There's a theory that tries to put an exact number on this. It's called the 30-point communication range. The idea is simple. Once two people's IQs differ by more than 30 points, real connection starts to break down. Sounds precise? Sounds scientific. Here's the catch. It's mostly a myth. It traces back to a single observation by psychologist Lita Hollingworth. It wasn't even about friendship. It was about leadership in gifted children. Years later, one writer in a high IQ society newsletter, not a peer-reviewed study, stretched it into the sweeping rule people repeat today. So while the exact number is probably a myth, the underlying idea may still contain a grain of truth. The bigger the gap in how two people process the world, the more work a conversation takes. And maybe that's one reason our closest friendships often form with people whose minds simply feel compatible. But compatibility may not just influence who becomes our friend, it may also influence who we become. Those same studies show that IQ explains only part of friendship. Some lifelong friends have very different IQs. So what keeps those friendships alive? Researchers think something even more important is happening. Not equal intelligence, but cognitive compatibility. When someone instantly understands your humor, follows your train of thought, or somehow says exactly what you were about to say. It doesn't mean your IQs are identical. It means your minds work well together. And it gets even stranger. Some research suggests children surrounded by more intelligent friends later scored higher on intelligence tests themselves. Your friends may not simply reflect how you think. They may actually help shape it. So, are friendships based on equal IQ? Not exactly, but your brain does seem to search for something remarkably similar. Not someone smarter, not someone less intelligent, just someone whose way of thinking makes every conversation feel effortless. Maybe that's what people really mean when they say, "We just clicked." If you enjoyed this, subscribe for more hidden psychology behind everyday life.